should be stabilised. So hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Race League Division 1, round 18 of the season. We're here at Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix. Huge apologies for the late start to the stream, with barely a couple minutes left in qualifying. YouTube was having a moment as we were trying to sign in. But alongside my game of things, I don't know if you've only just come back, but I'm glad to have you on the grid. What do you think about Kota? No, okay, I don't think he's back. Anyway, until he does, riding board with Collins, hopefully he can shave off an extra 6 attempts or maybe more from that. Probably jumping ahead of J Marsh if he can nail it. And that is not nailing it, that's almost binning it. Let's go ahead. Oh, PT, fantastic. Well, George has been all this time, but he seems to have found a hell of a lot more pace. Rarely you see AlphaTauri getting poles in Division 1. They've got plenty in Division 2. Hello. Alright. What? First of all, how are you? And I know you're not completely well, but I'm hoping you're well enough that you're going to be driving okay. What are your thoughts on Kota, mate?
I hate Sector 1. That's what I'll say.
I love it. I think Kota's a great track in general. It's for me, it's one that easily separates the amateurs from the pros.
Oh yeah, easily.
If you know what you're doing around here, you can gain so much time, but my god is it a track that punishes amateurs, which is why it's amazing for our test track as well. I think anyone who's had a test around here with us before, you know that if you try go wheel to wheel going into the S's and you're not clear, you basically failed your test already, and it's a very quick way of figuring it out.
I think I've coming out with pits. I'm at kind of compromise some threads in that run.
Yeah, maybe you just had to straight line the S's just to stay ahead.
So I may have gone off at the S's.
Oh, that is Bomber? Yeah, Bomber. Where's the temperature? Yeah, he's on that, gonna run forward with George again. I'm intrigued to see if he can still improve on the time. Pretty sure.
So, yeah, to everyone, like kind of alluded to, it's just I know my voice sort of, so I will talk, but not that a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you can be your hyperactive self. And you're probably not going to be as much anyway because you're driving, but if you need a bit of vocal rest, man, then it's not a problem. Oh my god.
Let's focus on actual racing. What's the oh my god about?
I'm surprised that no one's actually out-qualified the Div 2 target time.
What's that?
131.0. Basically, if you beat that, you're in Division 1. Like, no questions asked.
Well, to be fair, we don't really have Division 1 people properly in here, do we?
About, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 5.
Can we just talk about one thing? What's kind of showing us that not everyone is kind of struggles with the circuit.
Yeah, I don't really get what the problem is, apart from the track surface seems to feel quite abrasive on this game.
No. Do you know what makes me notice that this grid's a bit out of whack?
What?
No offence to the guy, but Collins is in second.
Well, for all we know, he could end up winning this. I've seen stranger things happen. Oh yeah, since it's Koto as well, get to the pyrotechnics goal from the first sector.
Hey! Go on then.
So if anyone wants to see the sparks fly, then you lot on the grid make sure you ride over the curbs. Oh, Fred P2, wow. All you needed to do was nail it. Not bad for a medium time. Was that you got on the front row? I've just realised. Do you know you had a quality ban?
Wait, what?
Japan last week, you took Raj's wing off under the VSC.
Oh yeah, that.
Right, are you still driving your car?
No, I'm spectating now.
God damn it. I'll have to check the rule book because I know there is a penalty for not serving your quali ban.
Oh, no one told me.
What, mate? Did you? Mate, you need to keep an eye on Discord a little bit more. Oh wow! I didn't even realise Bomber had actually set a time.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? Yeah. To help with the situation, I'll do such a slow start. I drop to the back.
No, because people have done that before and the penalty still stands.
Yeah, but would it help if I did that? Like?
No, it won't help your case. It'll be good sportsmanship, but that's then off your own back. Right, top three then. George on what is Nhrl return, pole position for AlphaTauri. The Bomber chasing down MDJ for the title still. P2 in the Mercedes. I hope MDJ is having a lovely time at his festival. And Game of Things qualifying P3 in McLaren. And he shouldn't have done.
No one told me.
What did you mean no one told you? We had
made me aware of this.
Oh mate, we had a lengthy conversation about this last week.
Yeah, I know. I was getting gay, but you could like reminded me.
Again, all I can say is just keep an eye on Discord from time to time.
The problem is that I have been going Discord every day. It never popped up.
It says allow it. I never wanted him to get any pens. Yeah, I understand that, man, but we just need to be consistent. Anyone who does this knows how it is.
He was on about me, wasn't he?
Yeah, Raj, bless him, didn't want you to get a pen, but we still have rules.
I literally just realised Bomber did a nearly identical time to him at George on medium tyres.
Yeah, it was nearly, like, what, half a tenth? So I'm hoping from lights out that George will get the initial pull away. But his race pace as well, so I don't know. I'll be very happy if it ends up being a close one between George and Bomber.
No, on different charges though. That's another thing to realise.
Yeah. Let's see what tires they're on. Oh my god. It's like soft, medium, soft, medium, soft, medium, soft, medium, soft.
Nice.
Right, since we're getting going, good run done then. Like I said, George pole position for AlphaTauri ahead of the Bomber P2. Trying to close the gap down to MDJ again. P2 for the Mercedes driver. Game Things P3 in the McLaren. Fred the Red P4 for Red Bull. H. Collins P5 in the Alpine. I thought he had a little bit more pace considering okay times he was setting in qualifying. I'm surprised he's only ended up P5. Matteo P6 in the Aston Martin. He's ahead of J. Marsh P7, last week's race winner. P7 in the Mercedes, and he's ahead of Bradley Ellis P8 in the sister AlphaTauri. Hopefully we don't see any heroics into the first corner either.
It is a good opportunity, though.
Yeah, big opportunity. It's also a big opportunity to get it wrong.
True. Alright, here we go.
Yeah. Are they all loaded in?
And lights
Oh
out,
my
away
god,
we go.
that was a quick lights out. Bradley Ellis isn't moving. The bomber's already down to the inside. He's got the apex. He's all just going to get squeezed a little bit onto the curb. They made it through okay. How are they going to cope going into the S's? Not too bad. Oh, Brad's been DQ'd. Collins is getting out of shape.
There's a lot of touching there.
I'm trying to see if anyone's actually got damage. It's almost like a Div T pile up that
Oh,
one.
dive bomb! Oh,
Not really anyone doing anything outrageous. It's just someone ahead is making a mistake and the guys behind are getting collected.
how did Bradley Ellis get disqualified?
He didn't pull away from the grid. I think he's gone toilet or something and he's fell. Oh, Cole's going deep again. He's really trying to fight J Marsh.
He's entitled.
Yeah, I know, but he's trying too hard and he's costing himself time.
Oh, that's a touch. Oh, wick off then. Oh, that's very wide.
Carl probably feeling very light around that corner. There's Collins on. I'm going to say it now, Collins will probably be the first driver to get a pen. I'm surprised he hasn't, considering his track exceeded the last 5 corners in quick succession. Oh dear.
Oh.
I think that might have been a mistake on Mateo's part.
I know he ran to the back of him there.
He's knocked his end plate, hasn't he? Oh, the Aston Martin's going to be struggling.
Collins is struggling also.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some kind of floor damage or side pod damage, because when he went into his moment, J Marsh did kind of give him a bit of a whack.
He's got a penalty. Oh, he's fine.
He's probably diffuse the damage as well. Yeah, that diffuser's gone. I think he's gonna DNF maybe. Well, the front wing's gone. If he doesn't crash himself out though, he'll be a quali ban for the next race. Quali ban on a potentially 10-car grid. Hardly worth it. We're back at the front. Bomber's done well to maintain the lead, but he's not exactly pulling away. I know they're on the different tyres, so maybe when DRS kicks in, George might be able to send a move. He's doing pretty good in the battery department, but so is Bomber.
Which is now.
So I thought someone had got a penalty at the same time. Called it.
Mateo.
Yeah, Mateo, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So on board with Collins.
He left session.
I'll chuck him another invite just in case.
Collins to
Yeah, probably could have done with Collins doing that on track. You good? Right, there we go. And Collins' car is now ground to a halt in the pit lane. What strategy have you gone for, by the way? Soft medium?
According to the game, yes.
So the 25%, I highly doubt anyone's going to be going to the hard tyre.
Okay, I think the tyres have really gone already.
Yeah, because I remember in 50%, like Quali use softs, they don't last that long. Like, they really start falling away by lap 8, or then half that, and by lap 4 they're going to be almost at their pit window. I'll say though, Fred's doing a pretty good job keeping it on track where he is. And the thing is with him and George, Fred's pace has kind of been expected of that for the medium tyre deficit. So if he goes softs at the end, we could definitely see a fight brewing, either for the win, but I think Bomber is the favourite to take it. The podium's definitely not sorted. Is Jay Marsh in the softs? I don't even know if Jay Marsh could end up on the podium.
Okay, I think J March is starting to struggle more than I am.
George a little bit hot, but gets it stopped. George and Fred into the pits. Interesting.
They were on medium, so they should have gone them quite long.
Fred, I think, definitely should have stayed out. What's that, maybe 9-10 laps? Might actually have to two-stop, to be honest.
He's going to be very slippery at the end.
George finally making his pit. So what time does Mateo go to softs?
Oh, wick off.
You must respect the track limits.
Sector 1. What can I say?
If it's that bad, there's plenty of runoff. Just don't straight line. That's fancy with me saying don't be afraid to spin it. Right, I want to stay on board with Fred. See if he can try and break the DRS window to George. George might be lagging a little though.
Okay, I just gained like at least a second in the last 1 or 2 laps on J Marsh, so he's clearly struggling a lot more than I am.
Which is odd. I know that J Marsh retired in quali. I know that Brad did as well, but I completely missed that one. And the amount of times that Bomber was actually spinning, I'm surprised he's not made a major mistake of his own. Ah, Fred with the pen. Not first, it definitely won't be the last. We'll see. George setting purple sectors though. Well, credit to Fred, he has gained on the AlphaTauri. Let's see if he can get the move done. George is going to have to go very defensive. Little tool down the straight. Be sure he's got the move done. Try and move over, cover him off. George's got no choice but to stick behind.
Nice move, I would say, in terms of it.
Yeah, probably one of the easiest of Fred's career, but you know, I'm happy he moved over. 'Cause I know it was a while ago. Last time I checked with George, he'd be fighting quite ferociously for position. Oh, you're in the box. I was hoping Bond would be a little bit further around. Did you make any sort of mistake? I'm just surprised that you're that far behind the pack.
What do you mean?
You're 13 seconds behind George.
Well, I kind of just came out the pits.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't expect you to drop back that much. And to be fair, Fred's tyres are... I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get a puncture by the end. Yeah, the traction's nice, isn't it?
What kind of traction was that? That was terrible.
One bomber's in the box. Been quite long in mediums, as you'd expect to. Can't imagine how awful they would have felt though. J Marsh is in. And to be fair, J Marsh has done very well to take those softs 8 laps. He's free to wreck his mediums. Right, head back up the bottom because Fred is momentarily leading the race, but he's getting quite out of shape. Track extend again. He really wants to track position going down that DRS straight. I think Bommel's going to take it off him, as well as get DRS. Just look at that, DRS and overtake. They're flying away.
Fred's going to start struggling very soon, isn't he?
Check his tyres. 2 laps, I'd say from lap 10 and lap 10-11 is when he's really going to start to feel it. Lap 13 would be 90%.
Why is George pitted again?
Unless if this is part of his master plan.
Oh, brilliant one.
I don't know. Serve the mandatory stop and then blast out on another fresh set of softs for the end. Either that or he wants to race J Marsh. How's the car coming out of the S's? Would you say it's more of a handling problem, or do the tyres just feel gone?
I felt like it's kind of like a little bit of a traction issue, I'm not going to lie.
So I wouldn't say it's traction, I just don't understand why the cars seem to struggle so much for downforce in the first sector.
I mean, I think I'm better than Jay Marsh in sector 1 because how much I just closed on him. I think you're about to have a freeway here, Connor.
Yeah, you say that, I'm still waiting for George to catch up.
Won't be long.
I don't know, you're keeping pace to him. Ah, Fred, what you like? You see any pyrotechnics going off? Please don't say they patched it. Need someone to prop them out the curb.
Okay, you got your freeway now.
Yep, definitely.
Here we go.
Oh my god, Jemosh goes so defensive. Oh, how does Jemosh get out of this one? That's a bit of a late send. Trying to force him out wide, gaming, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, George, what are you like? What are you doing?
I've just been rammed.
He lost on traction. He was basically snaking as he went into you.
Oh, fair enough then.
It's not okay, I think.
Whoa!
I don't know what level of assist J Marsh runs, but it looked like he's kind of floored it a bit, lost it on traction, and barely even regained control of the car. If it's any help, Gamey, I think with you being there, you stopped him from spinning out.
Yeah, that's something. Well, George just had a massive drop in pace there. I don't know if that's his connection or...
No, that generally was pace related. Thing is with George, I did get that. Was that another one, or was that his first penalty? That was his
first penalty. Oh, that traction, he had terrible traction there.
Thank you, Lucky Stars, for DRS. I don't know. Yeah, yes, he is. Fred's internet's really dying. Hopefully his car can stay up
there. The softs don't last long, do they? It just said Fred has rejoined.
Yeah, so he'll be jumping back in. Luckily he does have almost 20 seconds. I think that's him. He's just got back into his car now. Double check on him. Yeah, it's definitely him driving that. Six laps on the softs, they're going to feel atrocious. You got DRS here. Do you want to see whether it was getting a little bit pushy? You dive it, can you keep it? Excellent. You learn from the best.
I don't know what you want about.
Almost going for a gap, but vanished almost immediately. Right, lap 13, 90%. Yep. Everyone will get points now. Oh, he's really trying. I can't fault your effort, George.
I wouldn't quite mean there.
Yeah, it's on the wrist with that corner. That was definitely a warning. Marsh catching back up a bit as well. That was definitely a warning.
Oh, I had bad traction there, and he's going to have DRS.
He's not using that much of his battery though. It's J Marsh.
Oh, here comes J Marsh.
Yeah. J Marsh's battery is also a little bit dead. That was Ascend.
The problem is J Marsh doesn't necessarily have to fight us because he doesn't have penalty.
Yep. But I do believe you and George are fighting for position.
Yep. That's that. Oh wait, that was really offensive.
Oh, George.
He's got that all levels are wrong.
I don't know if he's doing that on purpose though. I think George is just toying with you. There we go, I saw some sparks on my mat at the curb. Whoever did that, I owe you a beer.
They're going to put you to that now.
I'm pretty sure by this point I owe half the league a crate of beer.
Okay, here we go, this is the last shot. George is clearly going to do a dive bomb.
Oh no, I think he's had to back out, but gonna have to go, oh my god, back on board with Bomber. He's come out in final corner, takes winning USA. I'm gonna have to go back down and watch his scrap for P3 though. Reg, cool cross line.
Ah, they've been rammed.
Oh god.
Fred's crashed.
Fred has, I think he's actually crashed on the line. I think he's gone around the final corner and he's span it into the barrier. Depending on where he is, I might actually give it to him. Has he actually crossed the line? No, he hasn't. Oh, travesty. Imagine DNFing a meter before the finish line.
Oh, but that fight at the end, blooming hell.
The other day, J Marsh. Driving standards a bit questionable, but
okay, I don't know what happened by the way. There's probably going to be an investigation, and someone happened behind me enough that I get to rammed, and I look back and I see him. Marsh is like span through something.
yeah, it was quite a big whack. Anyway. Right, full race run done then. The Bomber extend his championship lead on MDJ with the fastest lap of the race as well. P1 for Bomber and P2 for Gaming Things in the McLaren, and George P3 in the AlphaTauri. J Marsh P4 for Mercedes, Fred the Red P5 for the Red Bull. Matteo ran out the final points paying position state in P6. DNFs were H. Collins P7 and Bradley Ellis P8 that actually didn't pull away from the line. Right. The thing is, I don't actually know if I can get George in. I can't remember if he has a mic or not. I could definitely get Bomber in, but I don't know if anyone's watching. If someone can get hold of George for me. I can try to, if he's still in the lobby.
Yeah, he is. No, he's not.
I'll take that as a no then for the podium interview. So, hang on, I need to do the formalities properly. There we go. Right, gamey things. Fairly intense battle for the podium, I'd say. Takes for your perspective. What did you make of that?
Oh, that was absolutely fantastic. That was, oh my god.
Is it the kind of racing you're used to, or did you think it was a little bit too much?
Not what I'm used to, but bloody hell, I want to see more of that. It was nice, fair racing. At some points it may have been a bit questionable, but that was done brilliant. First, I thought my tactic into the braking zone after the DRS zone was a bit questionable. My tactic there.
I think you got on okay, to be honest.
No, and did you see what I did, or did you go to nut bump at that point?
I think I caught the aftermath of it.
You
didn't spin J-Marsh, did you?
No, I didn't. I was in front of him when he span. Yeah, like in the corner, like the braking zone, like after the DRS zone. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of things. I knew that George would probably try a dive bomb, so I was like, I'm not going to leave the opportunity. I'm just going to just hog the entirety of the left side of the corner.
Yeah, overall, it was an alright race. I think pointing out the elephant in the room. We do need the guys to be turning up until the end of the season, and new game comes out next week. So yeah, just for that, we are not moving to the new game on the day of release like some leagues, but hopefully we'll be on F1 22 sooner than later. That's not because of the situation we're in, it's because I've bloody had it with this game. Yeah, Gaby, one last question. Your thoughts on Mexico for next week?
Okay, I quite like Mexico.
I had a race around there on Tuesday, and my god, I was not happy.
Oh, I absolutely love driving around Mexico. Apart from the S section, that's worse than this S section.
I love that section. I think the rest of the track's a bit boring, to be honest. But I'll be happier if we can actually have some decent numbers around Mexico, because if anyone thought Kota was a bit tedious, it'll be even worse around Mexico. And the thing is as well, Mexico, it's one of those tracks where everyone can be like spread out too quickly if they're not too busy fighting.
Also, long run up to turn 1, so...
Yep, and I don't want to see 3 cars in the barrier before they get there. Bomber, are you here, mate?
I'm here.
I don't say like lonely race. I thought it was a pretty intense restart, because on my end the lights, I didn't really have the 5 red lights. They just went red, then out, and away you went. That was a hell of a shoot up the hill, but yeah, it takes through your race then, even if it is fairly straightforward.
I just think it was a race against myself, to be honest. It was pretty boring. I entertained myself by watching Gamey, Georgie, and J March battling from the top left. But other than that, yeah, it was pretty boring. But a win is good, nonetheless. Especially with the fastest lap.
One thing I was going to ask, George behind you in the early stages, I think I'm assuming now you were comfortably ahead of him, but did you ever think that he would threaten you later on in the race, or did you think, yeah, I've definitely got the pace over him?
I definitely thought that I got the pace because for the first 2 or 3 laps, I'm on fresh mediums, he's on fresh softs, and I'm pulling away. So I just thought, okay, I have better pace. I'm good.
So, what happened in quali then? How come you didn't get pole?
For the first bit of quali, I was just practicing on the softs and uh, went on the mediums at the end. I spun, which took away my second chance. So I only had one shot of qualifying in the end, which got me P2.
And your thoughts on Mexico for next week?
Oh, I like the track. I really like it. Expecting a good result there as well.
Well, that's everything from my end. Gamey, you got any final words?
Just obviously well done in that bomber again. You kind of like became a main man then after Nick Emmons left it seemed for the race victory. And as Mexico, that should be fun. And obviously, and that, as you know, I did kind of like not serve that. So if you want to do like whatever, like take this like position from the old gunners and what for a penalty, you're perfectly fine doing it. But on to the next race.
Yeah, so thanks to the guys that have been watching. Nhrl activity for next week. Enjoyed what you saw today, then get on the grid for Division 2 next week. They'll be taking on Circuit of the Americas on Thursday. Division 1 heading to Mexico. What's the bloody name of that track? Hermanos Rodriguez or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, Mexican Grand Prix next Friday, and Indy 500 are also approaching very rapidly, so almost final call for the sign-ups for that one. It is a wager-paying race, no IndyCar Championship this season, but the Indy 500 will be going ahead. So until that happens, everyone, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week in Mexico.